Oh, hi everybody. I just woke up. I know I look like crap. And it's been a long time since I streamed. That a lot has happened in my life. Maybe I'll talk about that some other time. Because I just woke up. I still got crud in my eyes. Oh, had a bad week at work last week, but I'll talk about that some other time too. So, today, I just like going live because it's easier to do this stuff live. But yeah, it's daylight savings time again, and I figured that you guys would want to know why we still do daylight savings time and in the year 2022. So I did some research, and I'm gonna put all my resources right here. I have found Stop it. Use this what I don't like about the internet sometimes. Hey Armageddon. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I am back. A lot has happened since my last stream, and I mean a lot has happened in my life since my last stream. Would you like me to share that with you? My daughter's cat's trying to get in to my room. Okay, well, first of all, I'm in a new place. I'm not in the same place that I used to stream at. Last year, on April 17th, the day after my birthday, I left my husband. We're still married as of this date. We haven't filed for divorce or anything. We're just taking a separation break, trying to work on ourselves, and then in working on ourselves, we're hoping that helps the marriage. Good of me leaving my husband was that I am finding myself. I'm finding out that I can live on my own. I have my eldest daughter living with me, and she'll be 19 at the end of the month. So she just wanted to move in with me. Yeah, do your best, be you. Yep. But I am. It is a struggle. Yes, I am right now living from paycheck to paycheck, but I have a great big huge paycheck coming up this week, and I'm hoping that will give me the jumping off point that I need. I get to see my other two kids whenever I want. I mean, I only live about 15 minutes away from them, and I live about 5 minutes away from where I work. So yay, at least I don't have to spend that much in travel time getting to work. It's 5 minutes by car to get to work, 30 minutes by walking. So yeah, I mean, it's not that bad. During the nicer months, I will be walking to and from. Yep. I can walk to work. And I love that. I love that fact that when it's nice out, I can walk to work, even though I work overnights. Walking to work leave about 4:30, 5 o'clock, start at 6. Start at 6 p.m. And then when it's nice, 6 a.m. It's not really all that cold during the summers around here in Nebraska. First thing in the morning, so very nice. I love it. Um, yeah, so hopefully I can save up money on gas because the gas prices are skyrocketing. That's another thing. Oh my effing god! Can you believe? Can you all believe the price of gas? I never thought. I never thought in my lifetime I'd see almost $4 a gallon for gas, but it's getting up there every week. 3.84, I think, is the cheapest I saw. For me, I know that in other parts of the world, they're already seeing $4. Thank goodness she can't drive. Yeah, so you don't know. Yeah, but just just pay attention to that the next time you're out Armageddon. Just make a mental note, of what it was this week, and then compare that to what it will be next week and the week after. I mean, it's skyrocketing. I mean, I never thought like I said, never thought I'd see almost $4 a gallon. I thought, $2 to $3 is where I'd be seeing it, but my God, this is incredible. I ought to do a video on that too, as to why gas prices are going up and up and up. And I've also talked to a lot of people who think that just because everything is in bigger cities, yes, more so than what it is, I guess, but we don't have public transit in smaller towns. Like here in the small city I live in, and I'm in Ohio now, and public transit is not bad here. Yeah, Ohio has a lot of public transit. Small towns, and I'm glad that you moved. So hopefully you're getting better help for everything that you need. But here in Nebraska, we have small towns. The small town I live in is Central City. You'd think it'd be a city, seeing as its name, Central City, but no, it barely even has like 3,000 people in it, I think. And we do not have public transit. We don't have any buses, no taxis. I don't even think Uber is even in this town. So I guess I could always work for Uber and run in the small towns. That way people, who don't want to walk anywhere in small towns can at least have Uber. But because that's giving them a reason to be lazy. Well, everything, it seems like everything is centrally located in the cities. Like everything is built around the mall, the schools, and the hospital. So, we have 2 nursing homes where we have a new hospital being built. And I mean, we're doing good for ourselves. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 fast food restaurants. I think if I'm doing 4 or 5 fast food restaurants, and we have a couple of delis, a really good, like I said, a really good grocery store, We have really, it's actually a great big huge library for as small of a city that it is. Um 3 gas stations. I mean, there's really a lot jam packed in here. We have like a lot of mom and pop restaurants too, and a lot of mom and pop stores. We have a thrift shop here in town. I mean, that's mainly just what it is. Just, there's a lot of houses and a lot of shops for a small town. But anywho, so that was one. Yeah, that was one thing. That big thing that happened last year was, I left my husband. But we're actually better friends now than what we were. So, but anywho, onto the subject. When is daylight savings time in 2022? What to know about changing your clocks in Missouri? Okay, so this is from Missouri. Okay, I hope you guys all sprung forward last night. Okay, why was daylight savings time created? The U.S. Department of Transportation says that daylight savings time conserves energy. When the sun sets later, it's presumed that people will stay out longer and spend more time outside. Theoretically, that leads to less electricity for lights and appliances. So that's what newsleader.com is saying. Is that daylight savings time was created to conserve energy. Benjamin Franklin proposed the idea in 1784 after noticing people burning candles through the night but sleeping past dawn. However, the first national daylight savings time set forth in a measure known as Standard Time Act occurred in 1918 as a way to save fuel. It took on its modern form in 1966 when President Lyndon Johnson signed the Uniform Time Act into law. Which states don't observe daylight savings time? There are 2, Arizona and Hawaii. I didn't know Hawaii. I knew Arizona, but I didn't know Hawaii. After Arizona observed daylight savings time in 1978, an exemption statute was enacted 1 year later. Under the Uniform Time Act, Hawaii opted out of the law. 2, Hawaii's location, which has limited differences between summer and winter daylight hours, was the main factor. And like I said, you can find all this information that I read to you just now at newsleader.com. Link is in the live stream. Yeah, it has been around, around for quite a while. And a lot of that shit I did not know. Like Arizona. And it also says when you Google it, I Googled why do we do daylight savings? And it says, Google says they got this information from ian.as.com. It says the daylight savings time is created with daylight savings time is credited, I need my glasses on, is credited with reducing crime. Oh my fucking god, where are my glasses? Right here on the floor. Okay. Oh, I swear to god. Either I need more sleep or Hopefully this helps. The daylight savings time is credited with reducing crime. People are doing activities in the daylight, so there are less opportunities for criminals, as well as saving lives and preventing traffic accidents. However, the primary reason for twice daily shift comes from the energy savings it is purported to have. So yeah, reducing crime, people doing more activities, and saving energy. But here in recent years, in my state, at least in Nebraska, we have tried to get it to where we don't, to where we're like Arizona and Hawaii, but I don't think it'll ever pass. But they want to be like Arizona and Hawaii, not to observe daylight savings time, because people are getting sick and tired of it, I guess, and it's like an old timey tradition thing. My glasses look amazing on me. Yeah, I've had these for a couple of years. I need to go get new ones. I can tell that my eyes get tired easier now. I need to get a new prescription. Oh, God. Yeah. So like I said, I got my eldest daughter living with me. She and I work in the same place. My daughter's the cook at the nursing home that I work in. I'm still a CNA. I know I'm not just a CNA, but I'm still a CNA. I had a death last week. I had a really hard death last week at work that hit everybody hard. And she wasn't supposed to die. She was fine. The only thing that she was complaining about was a cough and a fever the week before. And I guess we just didn't catch whatever it was in time. Her name was Angie. And she's up in heaven now. She's an angel. She's living up to her name. She's an angel. And I can still feel that she hasn't left me. There's a lot of people that she hasn't left. A lot of people that she knew loved her. A lot of people that tried to help her. And I'm gonna miss her hugs, miss her kisses. She's like only in her 60s. So this is why it hit us so hard, because she was only in her 60s. And she did have some mental problems and everything, but she loved. I'll always keep her memory. Oh my God, I will never forget her as long as I live. She had, like I said, she had mental problems. She thought she heard voices, but her husband abused her when they were married. And but yeah, her family got her out of that situation, got her help. We tried to help her as much as we could with meds and just talking to her and everything. And yeah, when she was alive, her call light going off constantly and her constantly yelling, it got to you. And you never thought that someday soon that would be taken all away from you, and you wouldn't, and you never think that you would actually miss it. You never thought you'd miss the yelling and the screaming and the call lights going off. But you do. And it's weird. It's weird that you miss that. It's weird that you miss going into her room saying, Angie, you need to learn to be quiet because your roommate's sleeping. But every day before I would leave, if she was up before I left, to go home if she was up. I would always tell her, Angie, I love you, and I will be back tonight, or I will be back on this day if I had that night off. And she said, I will see you then. The weird thing, yeah, see, I was there the day she died, but I wasn't posted in her hall, which also makes me a little bit mad that I wasn't there to find her or anything. But they did come down and tell me that she passed, and they knew I wasn't going to take it good. But seeing I was scheduled all night, and seeing as the healthcare is constantly short right now, thanks Biden. Ugh. And no, I do not have the shots. In case my viewers were wondering, I did not go and get the shots. I got a religious waiver. I think that's the whole I think that's part of the reason why we're constantly short. Is because now we're on a hiring freeze and we can only hire people that have been vaccinated. Thanks again, government. Because we have so many people who are on Medicare and Medicaid in our facility that we can only hire people who have been fully vaccinated now. If people like me who chose the religious waivers are like grandfathered in, they can't really force us to get the vaccine. So I'm trying to stand up for the people who don't have a voice. And I told my boss that. She says that's very courageous of you, and my cat wants in the room. Hold on. Here we go. Don't know why the cats want in my room. They just do. Hi, Vincent. Hi, Jasper. Yeah, no, yeah, for people like you that need it, yeah, I mean, I'm not against the vaccine. I'm against being forced. So this is me with the religious waiver saying you can't force me. I will get the vaccine when I am ready. Do not force me to do anything, because if I put up against a wall, I will fight back, and I will fight back viciously. And this is just my way of taking the stance, saying, no, let me choose when I want to do it. Because work gave us a timeline as to when we're supposed to be vaccinated and everything. So I just took the religious waiver and I said, nope, you're not going to tell me when I'm going to get vaxxed. I will tell you when I will get vaxxed. I'm not against it. I just don't like being forced. And if I happen to lose my job, oh well, there's always unemployment. There's always other jobs that'll take me and let me get vaxxed when I want to be. But I didn't get fired or anything. My religious waiver went through. My boss jumped through hoops to get everybody, either medically a medical waiver, a religious waiver, or get actually vaccinated. She jumped through hoops to make sure every single person that was working at that facility at the time get to either religious waiver, medical waiver, or get vaxxed. She worked her butt off, and I appreciate everything that she has done. Jasper, get off my dresser. Yes. Jasper, down. My laundry scent is not turning you on. Now get down. He likes to smell my laundry soap. Don't you dare even think about getting up there. My good Scentsy stuff is up there. I got Cinderella's Castle and the Harry Potter Hogwarts warmer. I'm going to be getting Cinderella's Castle in October. I'm not his mom. If you want to say more like I'm his grandmother, because he's my daughter's cat. Vincent is mine. Down. This is Jasper. That's my daughter's cat. Emotional support animal. That's why we have him in the house. He's emotional support, and he does do his job. He knows when we're not feeling good. I don't look old enough to be a grandma. Yeah, I'm a grandmother to a kitty cat. I'm 30. We're Gideon. I'm gonna be 38 next month. And this is my kitty. This is Vincent. He'll be 40 in July. Yeah, God, where's the time go? The 80s babies are getting old. Ugh. I was talking to some of my daughter's friends who are, some are she has one that's in her that it's just a baby, just 30 years old, just turned 30. Some that are in their, early 20s. And I just ask them what's the earliest thing they remember about the 90s. Because that's the thing I have to ask people now. And now it's like, I just say what's the earliest thing you can remember about the 90s. Now I'm going to have to start saying what's the earliest thing you remember about the 2000s. It's the stuff you and I saw, Armageddon, is stuff that these kids won't even dream about seeing. I mean, we saw the Atari. We saw basically the introduction of the home console. We saw, the first home computers. God, we went to school with the Apple IIe's with the actual floppy disks. In case some of my viewers don't know, this is what I mean when I say actual floppy disks. You were alive for the crash of 84. Or sorry, 83. That was way too many. I was born a year after that. Yes. Oh my God. I played Oregon Trail on the Apple IIe. I remember that. Oh my God, I can't read. I can't. Right here. No, no, stop, stop, stop. I want images, not a YouTube video. I think I fucked up. Good God. Number Munchers, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I remember Number Munchers. And yeah, my teacher also had we would do spelling words with that too, with Number Munchers, but with spelling. I don't know how she was able to do that. But yeah. And oh my fucking God. Sorry. So if you guys want to look to see what we're talking about with actual floppy disks, I keep on doing this when I say floppy. Google old school floppy disks, and they're the great big huge black ones with the hole in the middle. Yeah, I'm fine. I just do this when I do floppy because floppy. It's floppy. You could actually do you. I remember just taking them and flopping them around. And you guys need to look up the Apple IIe. Wow, the original Orchid Trail on the floppy disks. The Orchid Trail 5.25 floppy disk and manual, mint condition, IBM version 2.1 on eBay. Yeah, eBay is $187.50. Wish I had an Apple IIe computer. God damn, I got a cold too. I took Dayquil. Took NyQuil last night, Dayquil this morning. At least I hope it's a cold. Surprised they haven't texted me to come in and get tested. My daughter went to work today and they sent her home. So so that's fun. I think about this latest version of the COVID, the Omicron, and if you guys watch Futurama, I call it the Omicron Persei 8. So if you guys get that one. Oh yeah, she's fine. I just think if she did test positive, she just got her booster, so she can't be tested for a while. So they just had to do the brain duster test. So she can't do the rapid test for a while. She has to do the brain dust, the rapid test. Futurama. This version, this latest version, I want to say version of COVID or variant, whatever you want to call it, is Omicron. And the Omicron mimics, to me, from what I looked up. Let me go here. Go to all. The symptoms of the Omicron virus.
According to Johns Hopkins Medicine, early symptoms reported by some people include fatigue, headache.
Shut up, that's not what I was looking for.
Others
Symptoms of the Omicron virus.
Here is some information for what are some of the symptoms of the Omicron variant of COVID-19? According to UC Davis Health, all of the variants, including Delta and Omicron, cause similar COVID-19 symptoms, including cough, fever, and fatigue. There is some evidence that fewer people with Omicron lose their taste and smell. Omicron is also less likely to cause severe disease such as pneumonia that may require treatment in the hospital.
Okay. That's not what they were saying at the beginning of the year. What they were saying at the beginning of the year was that the Omicron virus basically has the same symptoms as the common cold. But they're saying, yeah. So basically, I was just making fun of it at the beginning of the year because they thought the Omicron virus had the same symptoms as the common cold, which is basically what I have now. I probably should run into work and actually get tested. Seeing as my daughter's home, I probably should, just run in and get tested. Oh, my kids, Alexandra, my eldest daughter, my husband, and my youngest daughter, Alyssa, all caught the virus at the beginning of the school year in August. They caught it like a week before school. And they had to miss a couple days of the first day of school. And yeah, it sucked. But my youngest still can't. Oh, they didn't get it that bad. They were only down for like 3, maybe 4 days in bed, I would say. But they had to miss like a week of work and a week of school because that's what school said. That's what school and work said. Good, thank God. My husband can work from home remotely. Good thing he has that type of job. So he was able to keep some flow of money coming into the house, which is why he hardly ever spends money to begin with, because he says you never know when something like this is going to hit you and you're going to miss like a week or 2 of work. And then what, But work did pay for his time off, I think, too, but he was also allowed to take his tower from work home, and he was able to work remotely when he felt good, like just like a couple hours here and there the week or so that he was off from work. But my youngest daughter says that most foods to her taste like chemically, not like a metallic taste, but a chemical taste. And she loves mashed potatoes and gravy with her whole heart. That's Alyssa. Alyssa will eat mashed potatoes until the cows come home. That's her favorite food. And she can't eat mashed potatoes because it tastes chemical. There's a chemical taste to her, not to it. And her favorite chips were sour cream and onion. Again, a chemical taste. I need to go and talk to a doctor and just ask if that's like a common thing. People who have had COVID, because she's having to cut out a lot of foods in her diet, and I mean a lot. And I don't want her to start to lose weight because she's already a string bean as it is. And if you look at me now, you want to think that I was a string bean when I was in high school, but I was a string bean when I was in high school. So I don't want her to. So she's basically, built like me, like I was when I was in high school, string bean, as thin can get for her bone structure. And yeah, we don't need her to be losing weight. So I need to ask the doctor if there's anything that we can do, or if that's just a common thing of people who. I look pretty good, yeah. Yeah, I wasn't always this chubby. I used to be 125 pounds. Now I'm like 200. But hey, that's what happens when you have 4 kids in a 4-year period. Some people, yeah. I mean, no, I'm pretty thin. I mean, I'm on the thin side of what today's standards is called. But yeah, I caught something over the weekend. I can tell. I woke up with this yesterday. Yesterday morning, I woke up with this stuffy runny nose thing. But my other 2 kids are fine. They didn't complain about anything. At least I don't think so. I should message them. Because if they miss any school this week, my son and my daughter, the 2 that are living out of the house, they are in speech. Wesley and Alyssa are in speech, and they made it to state. And they leave this Thursday to go to Lincoln. No, to go to Kearney. I'm sorry. And they will and that's where they'll be doing their speech things. Yeah, speech. It's where they have to it's where they pick like okay, sorry, I was just reading the specifics here from what their teacher sent. But speech here in the is where they there's like many different categories. No. No, not speech therapy. Different categories and everything. Like Alyssa is doing, like a comedy. My son does, I always want to call it exemption, but it's not exemption. Ask him how he's feeling. But he does like a he has 3 sheets of paper, and he has to pick one topic out of that 3 that's see, oh god, I could tell that that I'm starting to feel like crap. A current topic, and of those 3 current topics, he has to pick one, and he takes his laptop into a room and he's isolated for an hour. And he has to research that one topic. And then when it's his turn, he has 7 minutes to talk about that topic. I think he goes on Thursday. Let's see if he say anything. No. Let me find the email here. Go back. Thank you. That's the one I got yesterday. But I think my son goes at least 4 or 5 times. And so, which means he has to choose four. If he goes 4 times, 4 different topics, and he gets an hour to research, those topics. And yeah, it's an hour each time. So I mean, that's going to be a long Thursday for him. Sorry, long. They leave Thursday. It's Friday. So it'll be a long Friday for him. I tell you what. I mean, the day may fly by for Alyssa, but it's going to be forever for Wesley. That's going to be a long day, and I wish I could go and see them do state and everything, but I work overnights that night, and there's just no way I can do both. Um, I have to ask my son what his favorite topic is. He likes what he's doing, having to research the current news topics and having to talk about them. He likes doing that. Um, I think my youngest Alyssa loves doing what she's doing, the comedy. So yeah, and there's some that their friends are doing that they like too, but they have told me that they could never do a topic like that. Like my youngest daughter could never do a serious topic. I don't think she could. She's way too funny. Um, I don't know if my son could actually memorize anything because with what he's doing, he's allowed a 3x5 note card, and he can look at that note card and read off of it. For like I said, he is allowed up to 7 minutes. So yeah. Always keep up to date on testing. Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. Work doesn't always remind us when we have to get tested. They expect us to remember. Um, See, but here's the thing. My daughter has to memorize like a what do you want to call it? Basically like a solo one act. She has to memorize basically a monologue. My son is just researching current topics, so it's two very different things. But like what my daughter is doing right now is her speech is on a girl who doesn't like ham. A monologue. She's talking about how she doesn't like ham. Her character, Alyssa, loves ham, but her character that she's monologuing doesn't like ham, and it's very free. It's hilarious. I wish I would have recorded it a couple of weeks ago. Just looking on here, the teachers their teacher spelt my son's name right except for one time. She misspelt it. Oh well. I ain't gonna get on her butt about that. I'm pretty sure my kids will let her know. Because you know Wesley is spelled Wesley, and she misspelt it one time Wesely. It's funny. I love it. It's just something that I don't know that I find that my kids and I find funny that. I mean, I don't name my kids hard names to spell, but I kind of, like my eldest daughter name is Alexandra, and there's so many people who spell it Alexandria, and she gets pissed if you call her Alexandria. Her name's not Alexandria. Her name's Alexandra. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here so I can go and get some shit done. I've already procrastinated long enough. It's 9:30 my time. I hope y'all have a very good day. Thank you for sticking with me. Hope you guys learned something. Yes, no, Alexandra does not like being called Alex. She likes being called Lexi. And she doesn't mind being called Alexa. But Alex, no, to her that's a guy's name. But it's Wes. Yeah, Wesley doesn't mind being called Wes. So, yep. Guess I will catch you guys all next time. I promise it won't be so long in between videos, okay? I love y'all. I need to go blow my nose. It's getting stuffy. Catch you next time. Bye.